Hello, welcome to livingafulfillinglife.com. Well, I hope you have watched the earlier video that was posted a week ago, and if you have not, go and watch it. It's something very interesting before you continue with this video. And for those that have watched, I hope you have followed the instruction or the suggestion that was given to you and you really live life enthusiastically. Alright, as for this week, what would I like to cover? In my practice, my very busy practice, hypnotherapy practice to be exact, I've seen thousands and thousands of people by now. And there's one common issue that whether male or female that they faced. That is, when things does not get set in their own way, when things just does not happen the way they wanted, they become emotional. Now, is there something wrong? It's not a question of right or wrong, but when we get emotional, our logics get robbed. And when that happened, we simply make wrong decision, or simply your day is just spoiled, absolutely spoiled. And when that happened, you find yourself, how do you live life enthusiastically? You find yourself just spiral southwards, just spiral south to the bottomless pit for some people. Therefore, moral story, we cannot afford to be emotional. Does that mean that we cannot be upset, we cannot be angry when things really happened the way it should not? I'm not saying that. We can be upset for a while. For that while, let it come, experience it, let it go. And then use your logical mind to think about what to do next. Decisions that you have to make the relevant complaints if necessary, or take whatever relevant steps. For example, just not so long ago, it was actually last Friday, I was really upset, by the fitness instructor in the fitness boot camp. I thought that she wasn't doing it right. Well, we all have our standards, and that's perfectly fine. And I was so upset that I didn't want to finish the whole hour. I guess it was like 45 minutes or so into it. Enough is enough. So I stopped there, but without affecting the group, I just said, I'm going, and I walked away. Was I pleased? Obviously not. Was I upset? For a while. And then I went into my logical mind and said, what do I want to do about it? For example, I can either drop it, not to go there again, or I should bring it up to the relevant person, because I strongly feel I should not go against the organization where it's only about a person's fault. So obviously, I went about contacting the person that's right at the top to deal with it. Has it been resolved? Not quite yet, all right? But the response have come back, and I'm actually quite pleased with the steps that I'm making. Now, some things are not okay. And I find that many people say, oh, it's okay, when it's not okay. But you allow yourself to just get upset or just boiled, or you suppressed it and suppressed and suppressed. And over time, okay, all it takes a very small matter and you just erupt. How do you live life enthusiastically that way? How do you live a fulfilling life that way, right? So the only way when we are being upset or things just doesn't work the way we want it, and it happens, it can't be a sunny day every day. The moral story, do not become emotional. You can feel the bad feeling for a while, let it go back to your logical mind and see what are the steps, the relevant steps that you need to make. Of course, some things in the meantime, you have to be put in the back burner before the final answer or solution or decision. And then come back to the here and now and just do whatever that's important and relevant in your life. So, for this week, in case things does not end up the way you want it, or does not happen the way you want it, and if you get a little upset or angry, just let it sit for some seconds to about a minute or two. Stop. Take a deep breath, and then look at what you can do about it. When you can let things happen the way I've described it, then you find that you are pleased with yourself, you're at peace with yourself. So, post your comments when you go about doing things. Of course, I wish there's nothing going to upset you this week so that I can go back to the first video and live your life enthusiastically. Till then, see you next week. Stay well.